Hi guys, welcome back to TR's Tarot Talk 1111. My name is Tracy. If you are new here, welcome in. I hope you get the messages that you need or that you want. And if you do and you like the way I read, please hit the subscribe, click the notifications bell, and welcome to the tribe. If you're a returning viewer, you guys know how much I love you, how I'm just so grateful for the dedication that my viewers have had through the good times and the bad, right? So I am back to doing zodiacs, and I was hoping to get these done by the 1st, but I didn't decide to do them until like a week ago. And so I've been busting my butt trying to get all 12 zodiacs done. And today we are doing Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and all cross watchers are welcome. Just try to put yourself where you feel that you fit. Remember, energy can switch. So I might be talking about your person. This is a reading about the person on your heart and mind. If you're completely single and you have nobody on your radar, nobody from the past, then this is probably not your reading. Go check out my pick-a-pile readings. But this is for someone who is on your heart and mind, whether you're in contact or not in contact, but has to be somebody that you're definitely asking Spirit for guidance about, okay? In the month of May. And if you'd like to book a personal private reading, or if you would like to donate to the channel and get your own free mini reading, or if you'd like to join my Patreon, there's so much information down in that description box. And so go check that out and see if there's anything there that suits your needs. All right. So the way I'm going to do this reading is I'm going to do the past, the present, and the future. And then I'm going to clarify. And then I'm going to use a different deck, and I'm going to do how your person thinks about you, feels about you, their intentions toward you, and their next course of action. Remember that it's all potential, that energy can shift and change at any moment, but we will be reading the current energies as they are at the moment that you click on this video. All right, so dear Mother, Father, God, please come into this space and bless it, make it holy ground. Surround us in the white light of love and protection. Cast my ego to the outside so I may be a clear channel for spirit messages. Cast my viewers' ego to the outside so they can be a clear receiver of spirit messages. And I am grateful to be able to read your energy. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And so it is. Also, I do use the pronouns he and she. But I'm reading energy, so it doesn't matter what the physical body is. Just know that I am reading masculine energy and feminine energy, so I will be using the pronouns he and she, and I hope it doesn't offend anybody, but it is just energy. All right, for my Scorpios, Spirit, for Scorpios, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and all cross watchers. Past energy, current energy, and future potential energy. Geez, there's an awful lot of this going on this month. I'm just here to tell you. Okay. So, in the past, we've got this Queen of Cups. Well, I like the energy, although I do believe you experience some kind of a cycle completion. Now, that doesn't have to mean a breakup. It doesn't have to mean a separation, but for some of you, it definitely will be. But with the Queen of Cups, it's like you kind of have a feeling, or a niggle or a intuitive feeling that this person will be back, that the cycle will repeat, or this person, it's not completely over. I don't read reversals, so a completion of a cycle could be just a cycle, and then it's rinse, wash, and repeat. But what I get from the Queen of Cups so far, before I clarify, it's almost like intuitively, it's like this person has feelings for you, and you have feelings for them, and it's like you expect a return. But not without boundaries. See, I see in the now moment with the Queen of Swords, the Magician, the Nine of Pentacles, you're willing to say no. You're willing to hold a boundary. It's like you've been working on yourself. You've been manifesting like a level up. It could be financially. It just could be in your own self-value, self-worth. I've been seeing it a lot in the energies. And, we just had Venus move. Venus is currently moving back into, or out of, I'm sorry, not back into, but she's currently moving out of Neptune and Pisces, I think, out of Pisces and into Aries. And so this feels like confident is what it feels. It feels confident. It feels like I can do this with, without, or in spite of anybody else. I manifest my reality, and I'm willing to hold a boundary. I'm willing to, it's like, it's, the Queen of Swords has learned a lesson. She's become wise. She's been there, done that, bought the t-shirt, the beer koozie. It's my favorite saying. I say it all the time. She is the queen of, I get it. Not because so much about, book learning, but this is experience learning. I've been through a lot, and I've learned to speak my truth, to hold boundaries. I've learned to see the writing on the wall. And it feels like you actually are okay with being alone, independent, single. So in the future energy, in the storyline, we have the Emperor and we have a King of Swords. Now, the King of Swords is the divine counterpart, or at least a hell of a good match, to the Queen of Swords. It could be two different people. It is masculine energy. It could be two different people, or it could be the same person. I mean, the ending energy here is worry. It's fear. It's overthinking. It's, I'm hearing a song, I can't get you out of my mind. Actually, it's life. Can't get you out of my life. But I'm thinking mind, because we've got King of Swords, Nine of Swords. So there's fear and there's stress, and I'm not sure about this Emperor. I'm going to have to clarify that. This could be this person wanting to step up, wanting to take leadership, but wanting to do it in a very unemotional way. Like here, I think you thought this person was going to come in like your knight in shining armor, but really the way they're coming in is a little bit cool. I don't want to really say controlling. Sometimes the Emperor can be controlling, so can't the King of Swords. But this feels more to me like too much, too little, too late to ever try again. So I'm hearing another song. Too much, too little, too late. It had to end. So it's almost like maybe this person has matured. They've learned the lessons too. Because here they're showing up as a knight, which, you know, could be in the past, could be maybe, you know, if you dated this person years ago, maybe there's this feeling of knowing that this person was going to come back, knowing. But we do have two queens, we have two masculine energies. I think this person has learned a lesson. You know, I like to think of it as a spiritual lesson, but, you know, this is somebody who has matured. And I see where you have, if you identify as the feminine energy, I see where the feminine energy has also learned how to be independent, how to manifest quite adequately independently. Sometimes when I see two queens and two masculine figures here, the emperor and the king, I wonder if there could be other people involved, you know, third-party situations. But I'm really not getting that vibe yet. I'm going to clarify. So far, I seem to be getting the vibe that, you know, this feels like a return or a desire to return. But there's fear here. There's fear because something went wrong. There is something in the past. It's actually, this person, I don't know if you're in communication with this person because it feels like what they're afraid of is rejection. Have you moved on? Are you in a committed relationship? But there's the Two of Cups. That's the decision, right? I think we're a good fit. And you are. I mean, according to the tarot, you are. Because we got the King and Queen of Swords. These are two people who have really leveled up and matured, especially when it comes to wisdom and possibly even their ability to communicate and take leadership. But I think the fear here is, and it's weird because I've seen this in several of the zodiacs, not all of them, but I do seem to be seeing an energy of maturity, like having certain experiences, possibly with this person or other people or whatever, has taught the two of you how to communicate, how to, there's not a lot of passion here. It's all water and air. I'm not seeing any fire yet, but let's see what happens. Let's clarify. Spirit, can you help me clarify for Scorpio? As far as the zodiac signs I'm seeing Taurus, all of the fixed signs. I'm seeing Virgo, and I always forget the other sign that the Magician is. Definitely Virgo, but there's another one. Maybe Gemini energy. That's just an intuitive feeling because I can't remember offhand. And then we've got, with the Emperor, Aries. And that's just the majors, okay? In the minors, we've got all water signs. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. With the Magician, it could be any sign. It's, you know, using all the elements. And then we've got Pentacles. It's Virgo, Taurus, and Capricorn, and then Air, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I don't know if any of that matters, but that's what I'm seeing for the signs. All right, Spirit, what is this Queen of Cups in the past? It's like she's scrying is what it looks like to me. I mean, I'm just reading intuitively. Um, it's like you expect some kind of a offer and you've been waiting. The Hangman for me in a 5D reading, in a spiritual sense, is it's needing clarity, needing to see things from a different point of view, but it's the caterpillar in the chrysalis. It's like maybe you've been waiting. And just for someone, I'm getting this extra feeling that maybe this person came in with the pentacle and left with a cup. Possibly your cup. But I feel like the feminine energy is intuitive. Like, And it reminds me of the fact that I just said that Venus is leaving the sign of Pisces. Leaving. I don't know who needed to hear that. Tell me about the world. Why is the world here, Spirit? Clear, concise messages for Scorpio in the month of May. There's the Ace of Cups. I'm telling you, this Queen of Cups, intuitively, is waiting on some kind of a new beginning, a renewal, one more trip around the sun is what I'm hearing. Now, if I want to get real practical, this could be longing, waiting, longing, hoping for something solid, maybe wanting to be rescued, come back for me, energy. Tell me about this Knight of Cups, clear, concise messages in the past. 5 of Pentacles. Again, this person could have come in and then left, because this Knight's moving this way. Maybe they made some sort of a gesture or offer of a new beginning, but then they moved on. They might have abandoned. They might have I just get this feeling like intuitively, I mean, you are Scorpio. You're a water sign. You have deep intuition. And I'm getting this feeling like there was something that happened, and this person left, and intuitively you are feeling a return, feeling like this person will return. But there's also this feeling here of, when you left me, I waited. But then I got on with business. I got on with life. I learned and matured, became more knowledgeable. And now I've learned how to provide for myself. I've learned my worth, my value. It's like rejection turned you inward to work on your self-worth, to better your life, to look out for yourself. I didn't ask a question, but I'll take this under advisement. Again, it feels like possibly you've got this feeling about something on the horizon with this person. But it's kind of like, I've heard, I don't even remember what reader I used to watch that used to say it, but they called The pre-empress here, the Nine of Pentacles, they said, I can do this with, without, or in spite of anybody else. And it's kind of like there's this energy of expectation on the horizon, whether it's with this person or just with life in general. But I was wanting to clarify this Queen of Swords. Spirit, can we clarify the Queen of Swords? Clear, concise messages. King of Swords. King of Swords. I need one more on that, please. Queen of Wands. Again, it's you know, I want somebody who speaks their truth. I want somebody who's mature. I want why the Queen of Wands? Because the Queen of Wands can be my mistress card sometimes too, but I think I know there's got to be at least one person here that's in a third party situation, and if that resonates with you, then there's options. It's person A, person B. Maybe they left to go towards someone else, and they need to get manifest to be single, you know. I mean, the whole damn story. You see it in tarot all the time. But I don't think that's the majority of you. I think the majority of you have matured. It's like the Queen of Swords is like, where's my person? I want my person to be a powerful, conscious creator. I want them to be mature. I want them to kind of allow me the freedom to be who I am and to pursue my own autonomy. But I want it in partnership because I'm confident that I can be both. But there's a decision here. Look at all the, oh crap. A lot of energy. We've got the Ace of Pentacles, the Lovers, which is the choice card, the Wheel of Fortune, Temperance. I think you're psychic. I think you feel like this person is on their way back. And you are stronger, more confident, more educated, more mature. And it's like there's the fire, by the way, that's been missing. It's like you're telling yourself, I know that I will manifest the right person for me, my person, right? But I think you want it to be this person. And there's definitely a decision on the table in the now moment. We had the Two of Swords, Two of Cups. That's a choice. And then we had the Lovers on the bottom of the deck, which is also a choice. And so if there is options, if there is two masculines, two feminines, whatever, is your story, own what's yours, because it's a collective reading. I'm sure there's somebody here that's in a third party situation, which makes it more difficult for me to be a reader because it's there, but it's not there. It's not majority rules. So if it's your story, then you know it's your story. And this person may have left you for another interest, another romantic partner. But it matured you. Tell me what's going on in the now moment, Spirit. Clear, concise messages for Scorpio. Thank you. There's the Knight of Cups. Now, I really do think this person is coming back. And I think you feel it, or you wonder about it, or you, there's this feeling of, maybe this person has been in and out, and it's one more trip around the sun, right? It's like like that bad penny that never truly goes away. They just keep coming back. You keep me coming back for more. Baby, you're all that I want when I'm lying here. Why am I channeling the 80s? Some of you could have grown up in the 80s. You could have dated in the 80s. Well, I was asking what's going on in the current moment. And here comes this Knight of Cups. It's like it's transitioning from the past. It's like, here I am again. Only this time I'm smarter. This time I'm wiser. This time you're smarter if you're the feminine. You're wiser. You're willing to be alone if you have to be. You're used to being alone, perhaps. Perhaps you've been alone for a long time. I was wondering if this was someone new with the Knight of Cups, but it doesn't feel new. It feels like a return. And it really is, because maybe you and this person had some kind of destined connection. Very spiritual connection. Tell me about the future energies with the Emperor. It's hard. This person feels responsible. This person feels like they had to make a tough decision. I had to make a tough decision. And I regret it. I'm hearing regret. Let me clarify this 10 of Wands. Oh my God, and there's the regret card. That's exactly what I'm feeling. So by now you should know if this is your story. If it's not, then maybe it's not. Check your moon, your rising, your Venus. Cross-watch your person's zodiac. But this feels like this person now wants to step up and do the right thing. But they're very, the past is weighing heavy on them. There's regret. And I think I'd be willing to bet it's around this Five of Pentacles. Let me check on this Five of Pentacles. What is this Five of Pentacles? Why is it here? Yeah. I mean, look at going right into they left you alone. And spiritually, it was a good thing for you because it matured you. It taught you how to not be codependent, how to not be needy, how to be independent and confident, how to make your own decisions. And this person wants to do the right thing. This person's wanting to take responsibility for what they did in the past, because it weighs heavy on them like a burden. Tell me about the King of Swords. Why is the King? You could be dealing with an air sign. No, there's that Six of Wands again, or Swords, I mean. We're getting a lot of repeat energy. This person wants to move forward, or they could be wondering if you've moved on. Let me get one more on this Six of Swords. The Magician. Man, you're getting a lot. This month has been a lot of repeat cards. This is both of you manifesting what feels like a healing. Trying to move things into calmer waters. Tell me about that Six of Swords again. This person wants to do the right thing. They want to take their time. They want to act responsibly. They know they screwed up before. It weighs heavy on them. This has been a lesson for them in responsibility, like saddling up and becoming responsible for their actions, and knowing that they need to be reliable. Maybe in the past they weren't. I'm not seeing the Knight of Wands. I'm seeing a Knight of Cups. This could be somebody who, was the knight in shining armor, the kind of masculine that, woos the ladies, Don Juan, a ladies' man. And now they're worried that if they make this offer, you might think that it's rinse, wash, and repeat. So they really have to come in with a solid offer. We did see the Ace of Pentacles. And it's more mature than the past, too. We got the Page of Pentacles. Now we got the Knight of Pentacles. Now we got the King of Pentacles and the Eight of Cups and the Star card. Again, I think this person is worried that you might have moved on. Maybe you're committed to someone else. Maybe you found somebody more committed, more stable than they are. Or they want to be more stable. They're maturing. Maybe when they left, they matured. I need another deck. Tell me about the Nine of Swords. Clarify the Nine of Swords. The Devil. Yeah, I think this person blew it. I think they were young and dumb and full of you know what. And their biggest fear is rejection. If I come in, I swear to God, I just did this reading for one of the other signs, and the only signs I've done so far is Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, and Libra. So one of those signs almost has the exact same reading. And so you could be dealing with one of those signs. But the Nine of Swords, it's their worst nightmare. Is rejection. It's like their trauma. It's fire. I said I was missing the fire. Then we got the Queen of Wands. And now we've got the Devil, and I'm seeing fire here. This person might have left in the past because they found somebody else that turned out to be very toxic. There's the Queen. See, look at all the counterparts. I mean, we got the King and Queen of Swords. We've got the King and Queen of Pentacles. We've got the Queen of Wands and the Emperor, which is fire. Not a exact match. So what does the future look like for this? Like, what is the next action going to be? It looks like this person's going to come forward, making some kind of stable offer of commitment. But there's this fear here of abandonment. I feel like this person abandons other people before they can be abandoned. Maybe they have an abandonment wound. Maybe they triggered you in an abandonment wound. Tell me about the Eight of Cups. Why is the Eight of Cups here? The Star. Tell me about the Star. Four of Wands. There it is. So you might have, I don't think you did. I'm not even going to say that. I don't think you committed to anybody else. Because you're showing up in the Nine of Pentacles. That's single. That's liberated. Autonomous. This person might want to put a ring on it. And they're scared to death that you're going to turn them down. But there's hope. Tell me the meaning of the Star. Is it hope or healing? Clarify the Star. Is it hope or healing? Because it could be either or. Four of Cups again. And the Sun. And the Two of Swords. This person don't know what you're going to decide. They're afraid of rejection. They want to be happy. They might want to put a ring on it. They might want to commit. I think they're obsessing, Devil, Nine of Swords, over this abandonment. Whether it was them that walked away or you, I think it was them. I think they regret it. I think they've matured. I think they've come to some kind of realization that you're the one, you're their star, you're their destiny. Their wish fulfillment. Knight of Coins again. They want to do the right thing, but they don't know if you'll give them a chance. There's the Hierophant. And Judgment. They've learned their lesson. They're hoping to come back around. They want a redo, is what it feels like. All right, we're going to get down to the nitty-gritty of it. For those of you that are in a third-party situation, there's definitely a need to decide. The person that I'm reading, the one that I asked about being on your heart and mind, is worried that you might not choose them, that you might choose someone else. But I think that's just somebody. I don't think that's the majority. The majority is you guys have grown, you've matured. Maybe you dated in the past. Maybe this journey that you've been on together, maybe somebody had to go after their ninth cup or thought they were. And then it's coming around full circle because they're realizing that their ninth cup isn't what they went after, it's what they left behind. All right, I'm going to use the Twin Flame Journey Tarot by Mystic Moon Oracles because I like they're like oracle cards, and I like the energy that they help me to see this person's truest thoughts, feelings, intentions, and next action. So if you resonate with the Twin Flame Journey, then I totally understand what this reading is all about. It's about maturity. It's about being a catalyst for one another's awakening and clearing and healing and becoming a better version of yourself. But if this isn't a twin flame journey for you, and this is just somebody who is, maybe a karmic soulmate, because I did see the Wheel of Fortune, or a past life soulmate, which I don't really feel that for most of you because I didn't see the Six of Cups. But this does seem to be a destined connection. Whether it's destined to last or not, I don't know, but it was destined to happen because it definitely matured you. It taught you self-worth, self-value. It taught you how to choose you instead of waiting for them to choose you. And I think you moving on and becoming autonomous and confident and capable has been the catalyst for this person to look at their behavior and making them want to do the same. So, Spirit, tell me about Scorpio's person on their heart and mind. Actually, I'm not gonna say Scorpio because it could be cross watchers. So, my viewer. Tell me about my viewer's person on their heart and mind. I would like to know how my viewer's person is thinking currently about my viewer. There's that King of Swords again. Fourth deck, by the way. 4 different tarot decks. You could be dealing with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Don't have to be. But this is somebody who is really trying to logically figure it out. This person is a thinker. And if in the past they were Knight of Cups, they've matured. They've been there, done that, bought the t-shirt and the beer koozie. They've probably had their share of heartbreaks because of their behavior. And they are maturing into somebody who kind of is wiser, smarter, more intellectual, not so driven by their emotions, but more driven by rational, logical, practical thoughts. So they're trying to figure you out. They're maybe waiting for an opportunity, waiting for a sign. Tell me what their feelings are for my viewer, their person's feelings. Page of Wands, excitement and curiosity. I'm going to clarify that, but I feel like that's, it feels like something has happened that's put you back on this person's radar, and they're beginning to get fired up. In their heart, they feel excited, curious. They're trying to figure it out. They're trying to keep their cool. They don't want to get too fiery. They don't want to get too emotional. They're trying to be cool and logical, but in their heart, they're kind of excited. Tell me about their intentions for my viewer. The person on the heart and mind of my viewer, what are their intentions? Destined opportunities. I do think they're waiting, excited and curiously waiting for the right moment, for a sign, maybe a divine sign, divine timing. Maybe they're waiting for that decision that needs to be made by one of you. Maybe they're looking for a sign from you. But their intentions are, they feel like this is destined, and I think way back in time, how long ago it's been, I feel like you thought it was destined too. Because if you're the feminine energy, I think all along you felt like this person was your person and they would be back. I think they're beginning to feel the same way. Like this connection needs to come back around again. I want it to come back around again. Tell me about their next potential action, please. Six of Wands, success and recognition. I need one more. 10 of Cups. So this person's very careful. This person wants to be successful. They want to be happy, but they're waiting for some kind of a sign that's going to guarantee them the outcome that they want. They're hoping to restore this and build something together. Again, there's old energy with you guys. There's this 5 of Cups, loss and regret. And there's the World. Again, I miss you. I messed up. I miss you. And I'm hoping for a successful return. But this person's waiting for the right moment, the right opportunity. I mean, come on. The wheel is up and the wheel is down. This person wants the wheel to be up because they're afraid of failure. They're afraid of abandonment, and they want guaranteed success. And they want happiness. They want to win. And if there's a third-party situation, this person wants to win. They want to be the chosen one. Let's clarify this King of Swords for their thoughts about my viewer. Ace of Cups, there it is. Love initiation, it's brand new. But this person is cool hand Luke. The emotions are there, the fire is there, the pentacle is in place. They want to plant a seed. They want a new beginning. But, you know, it's how they think of you. You're the one. You're their cup. Tell me about the Ace of Cups. And there it is. Now, remember, if you're not on a twin flame journey, disregard the twin flame connection. But if you are, there's confirmation. This person, when they think about you, they know that you're the one. You're their cup. They want you to be their cup. Tell me about their heart space. Clarify the Page of Wands in their heart space. Strength. They're holding back their excitement. There's this feeling I get of this person waiting for something. What are they waiting for? What are they waiting for? They don't know if you miss them too. They don't know if you prefer to be alone. Or maybe they don't feel good enough. It says illusions. Maybe this person tells themselves that you'll never forgive them. You'll never let them back. Tell me about the 5 of Pentacles with the Moon. Uh-oh, hold on. Shit, I was trying to catch that. Too many. Tell me about the Moon with the 5 of Pentacles, the Strength card, the Page of Wands in the heart. Again, I get this feeling this person wants a guarantee. They're in their heart, they're like, man, I'm lit up, I'm holding back, I really want to reach out. But here's this fear, the Moon, fear around rejection, fear of not being good enough. I better show up with something that's reliable, concrete, with a plan. Because we have planning and decisions, 2 of Wands. To the 4 of Wands, this person wants to rebuild and to commit. And if you resonate with twin flames, then we have, check out Libra. Maybe it was Libra's reading. With the King of Swords, it could be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But I'm thinking it might have been Libra's reading that's very similar to this. Tell me about the Wheel of Fortune for their intentions. Hermit, soul searching. This is a divine, like, lesson. This is karmic. It's karmic. This makes you guys go within and look at yourselves and look at your behavior and look at the kind of manifested relationships, because we had the Magician for both of you, for both masculine and feminine energies. This is meant to make you guys reflect. Soul searching. It's made, the separation was intentional by the universe. It was divine timing, right? Divine timing is what I'm hearing. Destined opportunities. This person's waiting and soul searching and maturing and looking at their behaviors and looking at your behaviors and looking how you used to be versus how maybe you are now. And there's been a lot of soul searching. This person intends to be alone for a while until the perfect moment is what it feels like. They're waiting on perfect timing or a sign. Six of Pentacles, equality. This person knows that they didn't show up the way they should have in the past. They know that if they're coming in, they're going to have to work together. They're going to have to be they're going to be responsible is what I'm hearing. They're going to be responsible. They know they have to be responsible. They have to come in with a solid plan. They have to come in. They can't be the knight in shining armor anymore because you no longer need one. You don't need anybody to rescue you. You're Nine of Pentacles. Got this. I got this. Queen of Swords. I don't need anybody. I'm looking for my partner. Two of Cups. And this person wants to be that. But I don't think they were capable in the past. And I think this and other relationships have been very pivotal in this person and you learning how to become independent instead of codependent. It's taught this person how to be responsible and reliable. Tell me about the Six of Pentacles. The Fool. It's the only way divine timing is going to come in. Their intent, and they know it. They know it. You want to know why they know it? Because they've gone within and talked to their higher self. They know that in their alone time, when they think about what they've done and where they've been and what they've experienced, what they've created with others and what they created with you, they get it. The writing's on the wall. I need to be responsible. I need to be mature. I need to be a solid bet. I can't be Don Juan. I keep hearing Don Juan. Because maybe this person's matured to where their looks ain't going to get them what they want anymore. I don't know who that's for. But maybe one of you. Maybe you're older in years. Maybe you're, beauty and handsomeness is now fading and we got to deal with the real thing. I can't go after the love of my life by being that handsome devil that I used to be, because time and age and entropy and hard life and bad decisions have taken their toll on me. That's for somebody, I don't know who. But this person knows on a very spiritual level that they want a new beginning and they want to treat you equal. They want the Two of Cups. That's equal. It's like my cup, your cup is the same. We want the same things. Tell me about the Six of Wands and the Ten of Cups. Why is it here for most likely action? Seven of Pentacles, reevaluation. I hope you'll reconsider. I hope you're willing to see me differently. See how I've grown. See how I've changed. See that I've invested. I've transformed. They want you to reevaluate, reconsider this being over. They don't want this to be over. We have the High Priestess. This person's had an awakening. They're intuitive. They understand. Going into the cave to talk to God about its devils, this person has learned something. And we are looking at Scorpio energy here, so this could be your energy, but I'm looking at intentions. I'm looking at the intentions of my viewer's person. So if you're a cross watcher, then there you go. It would be Scorpio energy. But I think that whatever experience that you and this person have had together has created an awakening, a transformation, a complete and utter transformation. And it's like, I'm smarter now. I know more. I may not act like it. I may not speak it. I may not talk about it. Ten of Cups is the Queen of Pentacles. We saw that before. Tell me about the Queen of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups for this person's next action. There's that Queen of Wands, confident, magnetic, nourishing, nurturing. This person misses the way you love them. I'll bet you really set yourself on fire to keep this person. I'll bet you were the only glue that held this together for a while. But this person really sees you in a very beautiful way. And they want reconciliation. They realize they did you dirty in the past. Look at, there's the World again. There's the Queen of Swords, the World, Five of Cups, Ace of Swords, Nine of Swords. This person is afraid. Their biggest fear is that you'll reject them. And I'd be willing to bet that they're just keeping their mouth shut. They're not reaching out because they're waiting for a moment of security, a moment where they know they're going to get what they want, because there's a fear of rejection. There's a fear of abandonment. I do believe this person will act, but not until they get some kind of sign from the universe that it's the right time. And they are watching and waiting, excitedly awaiting, wanting to reconnect. Because, they see you as being the ultimate emotional fulfillment. They find you attractive and confident, magnetic. They can't seem to forget about you. You're on their mind all the time, but they also know that they've come to realize, breakthrough of awareness, that they sabotaged this. And now it's their worst fear that what they did in the past has created an ending. I don't see the Seven of Swords as lying. I think this person is quietly making a plan. But they know you're smart. They know you're smart, and they don't know if you're going to think that they're trying to deceive you. They're like, will she believe me? Or will she think that I'm lying? They're not. They absolutely are not. They want to become the King of Pentacles. They want you to be the Queen of Pentacles. They want to step up. They want to do the right thing. But they're not going to do it until some sort of feeling comes across them that they're going to succeed, because there's a very, very deep-rooted abandonment wound here that this person is dealing with currently, I think this relationship has evolved, both of you. So I can't tell you what's going to happen in the future. Because with the High Priestess here, it's kind of like Spirit saying, there's divine timing at play here. This is about alignment. This is about energy matching. This is about, because you're in manifesting mode, they're in manifesting mode, and both of you have to be trying to manifest the same thing for this to align energetically and actually manifest into the physical. And so you're feeling them. You've got your feels all up in this person. It's like you're connected in the etheric. They feel you. You feel them. You want them. They want you. You want them to show up right. They want to show up right. But there's no communication is what it feels like. Because this person is being either held back intentionally by the divine until there's balance and matched energy. So I'm going to get you some messages from your person. I wish I could tell you more, but I feel like Spirit's keeping it on the down low. They're giving you hints. I don't think you need them. I feel like you're so tapped in and intuitive. You probably dream about this person, probably see their name everywhere. You hear things in songs and music and signs and synchronicities, numbers, whatever your thing is. I've got my own thing going on with my person. And so when you know, and it's kind of like this person's waiting for a sign so they'll know. And maybe you are too. You're waiting on a sign from this person. This person feels like they're waiting on a sign from the universe. And for those of you in a third-party situation, I really don't think there are many of you, but if you are, then this is about alignment. This is about clearing your energy. This is about closing out with the world other relationships, other karmic relationships and lessons, so that you can find alignment and union together. And there's decisions that have to be made, and they're not easy decisions to make, is what it feels like. All right, what would my viewer's person on their heart and mind like to say to my viewer? I know I was a distraction from your pain. Yeah, that feels like the masculine. I do believe there could be a cross watcher here. Take what resonates. What would my viewer's person like to say? I will wait for a sign from you. Isn't that exactly what I channeled? I want to do that one too. That was on the bottom of the deck. I wonder if you're happy without me. Tell me. I wish things could be different for my viewer. We both know I'm not the one for you, and I love you unconditionally. See, there's that fear of abandonment. And then I do think this person left you. You don't know how hard it was to let you go. I'm starting to understand our connection. Totally. Totally. That's what I'm getting. It really is what I'm getting. Like the writing's on the wall. This person has matured. They've gone within. They've maybe had an awakening. They're looking at their behavior. And they're starting to see you as the Wheel of Fortune, Two of Cups, Ace of Cups. And then all that yummy energy of nurturing and being attractive and confident, and like that it's a side of you that you didn't have before, and this person found you a little bit needy maybe. We have the Nine of Swords again. I'm terrified. What does this person want to say to my viewer? Wrongful advice. Maybe somebody told them they should leave you, that you weren't right for them. I'm too afraid to talk to you. Eight of Swords. You make me want to do bad things. There's that devil energy again. That attachment, that I can't stop thinking about you. That magnetic draw towards you. You matter. Maybe they didn't treat you like you mattered. I have so much desire for you, and I need time for me. Bottom of the deck is I hope you'll wait for me. I do believe you have been, but not in a stagnant way, but in a proactive way. It's like you've been focusing on you. You're like, hey, take all the time you need. I intuitively feel like you are coming back. And in the meantime, I'm going to learn my lessons. I'm going to do my healing. I'm going to build a foundation for myself. And I'm not going to be ooey gooey, chewy, codependent, needy, chaser energy. I'm going to be confident. I'm not going to chase. I'm going to magnetize. I know my value, know my worth, and I don't really need a relationship. I just want love and deserve the right kind of love. Let's get you advice from Spirit, from my viewer. Advice from my viewer about this situation. We have virtue. You acknowledge your loving spiritual attributes that encourage others to grow. I think you held a line, a boundary with this person. You're like, listen, I can't let you come back recklessly. I'm going to hold you accountable for your behaviors. And I'm going to do it in a loving, nurturing way because I believe that we're both maturing and growing. Respect. You value everyone's unique perspective on the path to love. This is knowing that everybody deserves love, right? Empathy. You feel and understand the emotion of another in the service of love. I do think you're very, very in tune with this person. And we have on the bottom of the deck gratitude. You fully appreciate the invaluable lessons that life lovingly presents to you. I think that you've learned a lot from this person and their bad behavior. And I think that you are at a place in your life where you're grateful for the lesson, but you're not willing to repeat it. And this person knows that. And Spirit wants you to know that as well. I do think it was Libra. It had to be Virgo or Libra, but I'm thinking it was Libra. Only if you're dealing with somebody with a heavy Libra placement, maybe go check out, or if you're a Libra and you're cross-watching, check out the Libra reading. And really, sometimes it doesn't have anything to do with one another. It's just what's going on in the zodiacs. It's what's going on right now in the planetary alignments. It's universal energy. So, if you're not really dealing with a Libra or a Libra yourself, or your person doesn't have a lot of Libra energy, whatever, then don't worry about it because the message is the same. You're not going to get anything new from it. But if you're curious, if your person is a Libra, or if you're a Libra and you're cross-watching, then the message is pretty much the same. And I want to say Libra, but it could be Virgo, but I think it's Libra. All right, so tell me about advice for my viewer. way over here. My own energy. I love being there for friends and family while staying true to myself. I don't let others' energy or moods affect my own. To help a friend in a hole, I need not jump in the hole with them. Simply reach out a hand. It's up to them to do the rest. I think dealing in this situation and other relationships, other karmic relationships in your life, has really taught you how to be grateful, how to know your worth, know your value, how to step up, how to go within and heal, how to deal with your own energy and realize that you can, give a man a fish, you're only going to feed him for a day, but teach a man to fish and that person will eat for life. And this is you recognizing, maybe for the first time ever in your entire life, that all you can do is work on you and then allow this other person the time and space and unconditional love to work on themselves. One more, please, for my viewer. Unlimited. I create, see, that's that magician. This is both of you. I create my reality with the thoughts I think and things I focus on. I am unlimited in my ability to create a beautiful life full of good and love. And I do believe that is exactly what the universe is trying to teach both of you. Is, get away from codependency and neediness and controlling and manipulation and runner, chaser, and all of the stuff that goes with that, and recognize that you are a powerful, conscious creator, and what you think about, you bring about, what you speak about, you create, and it's like both of you are cleaning up your act and learning from a very wise perspective that the experience, instead of blaming the other for your experience, you're kind of taking ownership of the part that you played in it. And this too, bottom of the deck, expansive. Every day I'm learning new things and expanding into my highest potential. So, I think the whole shebang is to get you there, both of you. I think one went first and the other one is now kind of straggling behind. All right, Spirit, can I get a timing card? And remember, guys, time is not real. So even though I can draw a card on timing, it's always divine timing, not a moment too soon or a minute too late. It's when the energies align. It's when the beliefs align. It's when the thoughts align, the spoken words align. It's energy, right? But we are going to get you a timing card just as a guideline. Scorpio time, and I'm reading for Scorpio. So we have October 22nd through November 21st. Use your hidden magic, intense, passionate mystery. And so, take it if it resonates, leave it if it don't. But it could be around your birthday. Maybe this person will come back around. Or, yeah. And like I said, timing is an illusion. So if that doesn't resonate, don't worry about it. Chuck it in the F-it bucket and move on. So I love you guys. I really hope that this resonated with you. And I hope to see you on the next upload. If you're new here and this resonates, please drop me a hello. Maybe consider joining the channel by hitting the subscribe button. Give it a thumbs up. Drop a comment, whatever you feel called to do. If you'd like a personal private reading, then please reach out. I would love to work with you. I'd love to channel for you. I am an intuitive reader and channeler. And so I read the energy, not the cards. And so if you think I'd be a good fit for you, then by all means, reach out. I'd love to work with you. If I don't hear from you, then I will see you on the next, hopefully, I will see you on the next upload. And if you're my returning viewers, I love you. I just love you with all my heart and soul. Thank you, thank you, thank you.